Hey there, folks. It's the E-Man here. Yeah, I'm finally feeling a little bit better. Been under the weather the last 2 days, so finally get back to this. Yeah, I was able to go and get a bunch of, find some other relics, a bunch of other stuff. So I'm a lot more powerful now. I'm getting ready to fight Orlocks or Orlocks, Orlocks. I think is that what they call them? Yeah, I wrote that guy from the animated series. Or Warlocks? Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to fight him. Yeah, and I was able to get bat form and mist form, so yeah, pretty much I can traverse the whole castle now. So I'm going to go after Richter after this and probably go do the get the bad ending. And then I'll try to do the, yeah, I know how to get the actual ending. Alright, let's go. Yeah, alright, let's go.
Have you power enough to wield me?
I've been waiting for you. So it is you. But why is a Belmont planning the resurrection of Count Dracula? Count Dracula rises but once every century, and my role is over. If I can resurrect him, then the battle will last for eternity. Holy but now feel my unbridled wrath.
Hydro Storm!
It's over, Belmont. So, the war between humans and vampires finally ends here. What need for the shepherd when the wolves have all gone? My time on this world has come to an end. Mankind continues to fight, but it is a desperate fight to stay alive. I suppose that he chose a life of warfare, since that was the only way he knew. Like you, Father, he chose a path of destruction. Farewell, land of my birth. Never again will these eyes gaze upon your beauty.
Just like the wind, I've always been drifting high up in the sky that never ends. Through thick and thin, I always win, 'cause I will fight both life and death to save a friend. I face my destiny every day I live, and the best of me is all I have to give. Just like the sun, just like the sun.
Okay, there you have it, folks. That was the one of the bad endings when you kill Richter. Yeah, and in order to save him, you have to go meet Maria again, and get the holy glasses, and you see this orb, and then you discover that Shaft was controlling them. Yeah, like see the orb and destroy it, and then you can get, well, it's not necessarily an ending. It gets a whole other castle, the whole inverted castle. Yeah, I'd say spoilers, but I think most everyone and their brothers played this game 50 times, so yeah. Get the upside down castle, like a whole thing, whole added on thing. So yeah, yeah. The ending song "I Am the Wind" just doesn't seem to really match the game very well. Yeah, you can't skip this. You have to go all the way through this and then load up your save file and figure out how to do it. I remember when I first played this game and thought, how do I save Richter. Because I defeated him, and I was like, this doesn't seem like a very good ending. And then I was like, oh, this was before I understood games that had multiple endings. Yeah, I later had to, look. I had to look it up on, excuse me, game FAQs or something. I had to look up where a few other things were or how to actually do this. Well, I remember originally when this game came out, you wouldn't have had any guides. You would have had to figure this out on your own. Well, I mean, if you really explore the castle, you'd probably stumble upon it. But I remember going to the inverted castle and then I got lost. And then I had no way to figure it out. Or, like, I accidentally used a library card, teleported out of the inverted castle, and then I had to figure out how to get back to the inverted castle. Because you can't warp there from any of the warp rooms. You have to warp from that one. There's one spot that you can warp to the other castle, and that's the only place you can warp to the other castle. And I remember getting lost and confused where to go in the inverted castle. So, yeah, the inverted castle is a much more interesting castle. Everything's upside down, so you have to use pretty much all of your abilities. After I defeated Aurochs, I went and got the bat radar, so I can be able to do the stuff to get, you have to get the spike breaker armor, because you gotta go to this certain room to talk to Maria. And then I think after you meet her there, then you go to the middle of the castle, and then she gives you the holy glasses. Yeah, Maria gives you the holy glasses. In the original Saturn version and in the newer version of this, you have to actually fight Maria. There's an extra boss fight with you have to actually fight Maria. So, yeah, it was a little bit weird to get to fight Maria in the other game, but this original game, you don't fight Maria. Anyway, please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and feel free to leave any comments. I know a lot of people really like remembering this game, but yeah, this was quite a game. This is still a great game. Every time I play this game, I feel like there's something new or something I figure out about this game. I know about randomizers and stuff. Maybe I'll try doing a randomizer. Make it more interesting. Anyway, I'll catch you guys later then. Bye. Oh yeah, and this has been part... Yeah, whatever. I'll figure out what part this is, but okay. Catch you guys later. Bye.